So just because you're willing to work is not going to um, make a senior want to have you. Okay, but then what is going to make a senior want to have you work with them? So I like to look at it this way, that at any internship you're there, at any job you're there, if you're performing at one level up, like what people say to me is that give me an opportunity, I'll prove myself. But that's the wrong way to look at the situation. In an intern's situation, you will get a PPO when you are doing. Okay, so now the question is that think of performing one level up. So you don't need to be given an opportunity to prove yourself that you're a good intern. Okay, you need to be an associate in an intern's position. Okay, now I'm going to give you simple logic that if you are an associate in an intern's position and your internship gets over, then what is the firm going to do if they want you, if they want to not lose you? So it starts with realizing that actually your presence, you have the superpowers to make your seniors life heaven or hell, right? There were those videos going around on Instagram uh, during lockdown, where the first 3 months you didn't have any household help, no maid, nobody to take care of things, and then suddenly, after 3 months, it was like when the maid comes back, you're going to welcome the maid with a lot of eagerness, that yes, thank God, finally you're here, most welcome, I really respect your work, right? So that's the kind of respect suddenly people started having for their household help. Now the thing is that you need to understand, you have superpowers to make your seniors life heaven or hell. So how can you make it hell? Simply by making them take more time to get work done. Okay, so if you don't know how to do the work, automatically, if you are doing work, so it's going to be one of two things. If you don't know how to do the work, either you will not get work, which is a neutral scenario, no PPO, nothing happening. If you don't know how to do the work and you have work, you're going to make your senior's life worse. But if you know how to do the work, then your senior's life will improve. Yeah, but think of it like this: if you can save them 2 hours a day, I don't know whether that'll be 6 p.m., 8 p.m., 7 p.m., what, but think of this, okay? Can I save even 2 hours a day? Because you're not paid, right? So you don't have an obligation to bill, but can you save them 2 hours a day because you're there? Not with grunt work only, okay? 2 hours a day of their own time. Okay, so can you handle a part of their work? And really think of that, how can you save 2 hours a day for a senior? So that would at least go towards the heaven side, right? And when that happens, they start to want to give you work. So we didn't reach the PPO stage yet. You're not still working like an associate, but you're making your senior's life better by saving them 2 hours. What's going to happen with that? They'll start giving you more work. So you'll have opportunity to learn, get better, save them 3 hours, save them 4 hours until you're fully working like an associate. And the more prepared you go, the more number of hours you can save for them. And in any case, see, you're going to be spending the same kind of time, 8, 10, 11 hours. Now, understand this, because of this scenario, seniors are really wary about delegation, because they're like, I don't firstly know how to filter who's going to do my work, who's going to mess it up, who's going to complicate it for me. Okay. And they do not have a lot of interest in trying to, break down a project and delegate it, because chances that delegation will work are very, very slim. And that's not because they are bad at delegation, that's because delegation in the past has proven to be ineffective. Okay, so now a lot of people criticize me, saying that seniors always want to train, they have a good mindset, and I have nothing against that. They definitely do want to train, but if you want a PPO, you want them not to have the obligation to train you, right? So one small question, okay, here, and people get into this trap from time to time, that somebody got an internship based on network and out of merit you're not getting an internship. Is there a difference? Do those people who have a network have a better chance of getting a job? I can tell you very, very clearly that merit based, that every firm recognizes that from time to time you need to extend favors, give internships to people who are like client contacts, or in any way, through they want to oblige someone, so they will need to give an internship. But the way merit based internships are assessed and the way network based internships are assessed is very, very different. And many firms are very clear that, by way of exception, someone may be good in a internship which they've got through their network, like, through a personal request, but merit based interns are always considered separately. Okay, so and there are very few, like very barely any professional firms which say that I'm going to entirely recruit people from recommendation. That time is not now anymore. Okay, so you need to know that, people may have contacts, networks, may get internships, but that internship is merely going to be a decorative element in their CV. What you need to do is you need to figure out how you can get the internships you want and perform there, because otherwise star studded internships will not help you crack interviews. Same thing that happened for me while cracking foreign law firm interviews. I had good Indian law firm internships, but what was needed for a foreign law firm was very different. So while I got shortlisted, I couldn't crack the interview. And for a lot of students, it happens that despite having fantastic internships, what is written about the internships is not good enough in your CV. Your track record is not there in the internships. So people even fail to get, calls to the interview. Forget cracking the interview, you don't get shortlisted for an interview.